things keep on changing, and we are here to help you through these moments on the Sports Cubicle. It's the marvelous one, Dan Marver. It's Devin Tingle. It's Paul Chivari. I'm Mike Mercado. And while the NFL is just trying to get used to all these changes and different faces in different places, a new change has happened. A divorce has happened. Tiger Woods and Nike are no longer together. So it's a sad day. They both made billions of dollars off each other, but it does go to show that the winds of change are upon us, right, Paulie? I never thought that we would see the days where, it'd be like Michael not being with Nike, aka Jordan, and you and I have talked about the greatness of Tiger a bunch of times, but your thoughts when you heard this kind of crazy news that relationship has ended?
Yeah, it makes me wonder what's going on at Nike. It sounds like the business is struggling a little bit because, I don't know how well the brand is or isn't selling right now, but I know at its peak, you're talking about you can't think of Nike without Tiger or Tiger without Nike. The iconic red shirt and black hat on Sundays, how many famous moments he's had in a Nike logo. I don't know what he's going to do next, and some speculate that he's going to get his own brand, but Tiger's not really the type of guy to really put himself out there like that. I think he liked the representation of Nike. So if anything, this creates probably one of the most valuable marketing free agents available right now. Even though his best days are behind him, it's still, I mean, you can't think, I would bet 90% of the people on this planet, if you talk about golf, the first person they're going to think of is Tiger Woods. So it's a really important end of an era that I thought that we should have highlighted on the show. And I'm glad we're talking about it, but I couldn't believe it after 27 years, them splitting, and the fact that Nike must be so desperate that they can't retain him or keep selling that merchandise. And if anyone is interested in Tiger Woods Nike merchandise, it's like 50% off right now on the Nike shop. So, grab it while you can.
That's crazy. Like, to think how valuable it's like Under Armour, right? Or like the Rock stuff, where it's such high end brand that for that to be the case, and it's maybe too little too late to create your own brand. Like Jordan did it before he was Jordan. You know what I mean? And like for that to be the case now where Tiger's going to do that, it's really interesting. And for him to say no to Saudi money and to say no to Nike money now, like what does he have planned or what is going on? You're 100% right. Marver, this has been something that's just been part of golf for 30 years, essentially. Tiger Woods and Nike no longer together. Divorce happened.
Yeah, 27 years. Can you imagine at age 19, he signed a 5-year deal worth $40 million. It raised quite a few eyebrows at the time. But there are a lot of other possibilities. You got Skechers and Grayson Clothiers, Melbourne, and New Balance are some of the rumored entities that want to take over and pay millions. So it's interesting. I mean, that this would happen. I mean, I don't know whether there was some issue that will never be known as to why it ended, but it has. And we're talking about ends of an era. There's another end of an era. And I'll tell you one thing, at his prime, you'll never see, it was like almost like automatic. I mean, the Woods, it was like he had some kind of a magnet or something for the ball to land on the green and to make the putt. He's incredible in his prime. So he was probably worth the 40 million at the time and probably a lot more. So they probably got their money's worth, I would say.
Devin, you and I grew up as kids. It's Tiger Woods and Nike, right? It's the Jordan brand. It's everything. And now a whole generation will not see it. A whole new generation of golf fans will never know Tiger Woods and Nike, at least for right now, being a marriage. So your thoughts on the split?
I mean, it's crazy. His marriage with Nike ended before his actual marriage did. We all know it was that 15 years ago, we got caught bumping uglies with everything that moved. And the thing is, back in 2011, he was the highest paid athlete just through sponsors alone. And of course, when that scandal came out, everyone drops him except Nike here. So, I mean, it does make you wonder what's going on with Nike here. I mean, yes, Tiger Woods is not nearly as big of a draw as he used to be. That could be a big factor. I'm starting to think we all know who, one of Nike's biggest athletes is. He's got a big old afro, likes to take little knees here and there. And quite frankly, I think what might happen is it's like, oh, Nike supports Colin Kaepernick. I'm not buying Nike golf shoes from those woke BS companies. And Tiger Woods' golf stuff probably tanked because of it here. Because let's take a look. Who plays golf? They don't listen to WCPT.
That's interesting. I don't know if I would correlate A to B, but I think that's something we should maybe dissect over the next few years, the impact of politics and COVID and sales, because we've seen it in the NBA and NFL. So there's definitely maybe on some level some correlation. But I always felt Tiger Woods was great for white America. I always felt he was the safest thing for white America. So I don't see
the Dave Chappelle race draft.
I've never associated woke culture with Tiger Woods,
Oh
but
no.
in today's day and age, who knows what's considered conservative and woke and whatnot. But all I know is one of the GOATs is out of the brand that we've seen him forever. And it's going to be crazy to not see that Tiger Woods logo or whatever the new branding may be, and how much money may be left on the table or how much money might be heading to the bank vault for everybody involved. We want to know your thoughts. Tiger Woods and Nike have now split. What do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to pick him up? How much money is going to be made in this deal? He's Devin Tingle. He's the marvelous Dan Marver. He's Paul Chivari. I'm Mike Mercado.